And welcome to episode 26 of the Dreamhills 2 podcast. As news about Corvera Airport, the last flights are going to be on the 14th of January from San Javier Airport, with the new flights going from Corvera Airport from the 15th of January onwards. As I've told you before, the Ryanair still hasn't decided whether or not to fly into Corvera Airport, and only Jet2 and EasyJet at present have signed any contracts. Prices are unknown of how much it's going to cost to fly into Corvera Airport, so at present it is up in the air. But some news for the UK workers that are at Corvera Airport at the moment. They are going to actually suffer. The president of San Javier Airport Workers Association said on Thursday, the 30th of August, that 30 workers for a UK-based airline, who hasn't mentioned, were told that they would lose their jobs at the end of the year. The company has a total of 36 workers on temporary and permanent, and only 6 of them can keep their jobs and move to Corvera Airport when it opens. They've been given the option to choose if they want to keep their job or not. The 6 workers would also be employed as part-time instead of full-time for 6 to 7 months of the year, and would have to sign a temporary full contract with a lower salary. The company is reducing its flights. The airline that hasn't been mentioned is reducing its flights at Corvera Airport by 66%. The airlines, he says, plan their routes and flights according to passenger numbers, and nobody knows what demand for Corvera is at the moment. While at least San Javier, they did know that with a recorded 1.2 million passengers last year, that they knew how many flights to go into. He also revealed that there are some plans to move some of those flights that did go to San Javier to Alicante and Almeria airports. Now, I did think this may happen. No one really knows whether Corvera is going to work or not. No one knows how much it's going to cost to fly into there. Will people want to fly into there, or will they want to fly into Alicante? No one really knows. We'll have to see how that one pans out. Channel 5, they're seeking retired expats who are living up in Benidorm. I know it's a little away from us, but you never know. They want to follow outgoing expats and any holidaymakers who in their everyday lives to see what exciting things they get up to. And it's supposed to show the young ones how it's actually done. Whether you want to do this or not, I don't know. Do you enjoy yourself out there or not? I don't know. Let's see what happens. But if you do, email casting@barcroftproductions.com and they'll get back to you on that one. The Tour of Spain, as you do know, they do sometimes go through the Costa Blanca area. Well, next year, the Tour of Spain, the La Vuelta, it will actually start in Torrevieja. The Tour of Spain has its grand start in Torrevieja in 2019, and it will take place around the town's salt lakes. There will also be 3 stages along the Costa Blanca. No one knows the date of the grand start yet, and any of the other stages, but it is expected to be on a Saturday in late August, so keep abreast of that one. That'll be really great for the region and for the area. Also make it very busy around about that time as well. The price of electricity, we all know it's pretty expensive in Spain. It's now risen to its highest level of 2018, and it's reached a figure now unseen in August over the past 10 years. The price charged hit €74.58 per megawatt per hour. Now it sounds complicated, but bear with me on this one. The August surge means that an average consumer using 200 kilowatts will be paying €4.50 more on their bill than at the beginning of the month. And we all know that the complex billing system in Spain means that tariffs actually change daily. And even if prices drop over the next few weeks, the average bill will be the highest in 20 years. clocks. We'll know that in spring they go forward and in autumn they go back. Well, there has been a public consultation and a total of 84% of the European Union citizens who took part in it want Europe to stop changing the clocks. The number was even higher in Spain, where 93% of those responding to an online survey stated that they were against putting the clocks forward in spring and back in the autumn. 85% of Spaniards said that it had a negative effect on their lives. The European Commission will now make a proposal to the European Parliament and Council with a view to changing the current clock arrangements. Automated border controls. Now, like them or loathe them, I don't like them. I don't know about you, but it looks like there'll be more being installed in all the airports. There's at the moment a total of 220 being installed in Alicante, Barcelona, Mallorca and Menorca. They say they're supposed to improve the passenger processing times, but in my experience this rarely happens, mainly due to passengers not being recognised, so having to go somewhere else, and mostly due to the fact that there aren't enough in operation, especially at Alicante. Also, as we know, most probably after March the 29th, we won't be able to use them anyway because we'll have to go into the other passports lane, which most of the time is shorter anyway. So let's see what happens on that one. Not too much more news really, but hopefully everybody's getting along there well. I've heard about the very bad rain that you've been having there this week, and the thunder and the lightning. Join the club. We have quite a bit of it here, as you do know. But there is a little bit more on the Brexit that I've got to add here as well. And it's talking about the post-Brexit rights. Frustrations, they're mounting over the failure to secure guaranteed citizens' rights post-Brexit, with livelihoods put at risk. That's what the campaigners are saying anyway. There's an estimated 1.2 million UK nationals live in Europe, the largest number reside in Spain, and over 3 million European Union citizens are resident in Britain. However, despite the promises life would largely remain unchanged after Brexit on March 29th next year, and the reduction of rights proposed in last December's draft agreement with the EU, the British in Europe Alliance stresses expats are not protected. The group's chair, Jane Golding, she believes that whether negotiators achieve a deal or not, or the UK quits without an agreement, only remaining in the EU guarantees to protect Brits aboard. And the group supports a people's vote. It's a referendum to approve any deal struck with Brussels. Now, I'll keep on here about this group over in Spain, especially, and wanting people's votes and things like that. Now, I'm of I'm on the side of leave, unfortunately. I just felt that Europe wasn't doing best by us. But I understand everybody's concerns, and I do appreciate that they have very big concerns about what's going to happen after March the 29th. But as everybody really knows, no one knows what's going to happen. No one knows the deals yet. Do you want to vote on whether or not they accept it? I don't know. As I say, I did vote to leave, but I do understand all of your worries as well. So that's it for this week. Congratulations to everybody in Via Park 3 who have done really well this summer by the sound of it, especially Cozy Corner. Also to the Soraya Bar down at Via Park, down at the Dreamhills 2 commercial area. It's still going well there and still going strong. And let's hope we have a good year next year as well. So once again, thank you all for listening. And I'll speak to you again next week with hopefully a little bit more news to talk to you about. Once again, thank you for listening and goodbye.